How we doing, Facebook? Oh my gosh. And we are live on YouTube. How are you doing out there? I am freezing. Freezing cold. Okay, it's gonna be a while for people to see me because they probably think I either forgot or ran away from home. I don't know what people thought. I'm here. Cat what? Cats crying, birds on my lap. So, what a day. What a day. We'll let people get here. So many of my listeners don't listen until a good time to do it. There's never going to be a good time or a right time. But I have so many people telling me that they enjoy listening while they're playing cards or, you know, what's going on? It has been a hell of a week, huh? My God. And today here in Connecticut, we had a fuel truck, a big fuel, a horrible traffic backed up for hours and hours and hours, and driver was killed. Hey, Rosemary, Joanne, hello. So that was today's sad news here. Of course, it'd be a fuel truck. Of course, it would be more toxins. Hello, Dana. Hi. News keeps getting weirder. Uh, keep watching reports coming out of everything, everywhere, on everything. And it's like you think it couldn't get any stranger. More strange news. Hello, Bridget. Some stuff booked up, but she's got some openings. So we do have a lot of walk-ins that come in too. But just letting people know, if you want to get a reading at the shop, you probably need to start making appointments, because if you want to see someone in particular, it's going to be harder and harder. We're getting busier and busier. I did back to back. A $5 10-minute thing today was just nuts, and kind of lost track of the time. And then my sister-in-law called, and I was so thrilled to talk to her. It had been, excuse me, my God, Chase. So lots of good stuff. I've been posting his videos. He's on YouTube, some of the college games he's playing, and he's doing very well. He is with a second special league contacted him just recently, this time in Rochester, New York, asking if he wanted to play for the summer. This is where the big leagues, see you, and kind of the elite players, and it's pretty exciting stuff. So when you make it, it's not if, it's when. I would love if you'd buy a big chunk of land, make sure there's a source of fresh water on it, and we'll build some small houses and a main house maybe, and have our own compound, or it's your grandparents, or whoever. China, brothers, sisters, have places where we can all go. He says, buy land. There's still land available, buy land. And even if you just hold on to it, if you can just even buy a couple acres someplace. So that is something I would love to do, and have a compound. And woo, thank you. That is good. Yeah, it was pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to talking to him, because I haven't told his father about it. And I haven't talked. Honestly, it won't be fun. So he's going down to North Carolina about a month and a half. So I'm not going to see much of him in the summer. But he maybe the last chance he have fun with ball, and to be with his friends, and to just obviously he's always professional. He's always taken baseball seriously. In fact, that makes him crazy when people on the field don't take it seriously. That's the only thing that will get Roy ego or the show off thing. And it was freezing in Boston. So I'm like, there's a reason why all the teams play in Arizona or practice in Arizona. And in fact, my brother's home is 10 away from the park where all the major leagues practice. They winter there. So it's Toronto Blue Jays are there, and all these different teams are there. Actually move. But anyway, he never complains. Hey, Land ID, Suan, yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, he's playing in college. He's at Lesley in Cambridge, Mass. Hey, Carmen. So that's that. That's my happy news. And as far as readings go, what's interesting about the readings, what I'm seeing over the past 2 weeks, but certainly this past week, is that it's almost like a domino effect in people's lives. Something ends, relationship, job, And all of a sudden, it's like someone is just takes their arm and just clears the table. It's like fucking everything's got to go. So it's everything: the relationship, the home, the job. People are just take it all, get it all out of here. I don't want any part of any of this. So and that's what's happening. And people are fried. People are fried. Their nerves are shot. They did change the tax codes. Somebody's got to pay for COVID, and so a lot of us single people and many small businesses took a hit in terms of taxes or didn't get anything back. Many people owing money and a lot of money. I wasn't one of them, but it wasn't much of a. She got a promotion raise, but they didn't take the money out properly, and again, like $7,000 owed. So that's terrifying, and I'm hearing more of that. What else? I don't even want to touch the news. The weirdness is just getting weirder. Like, okay, there was a video. These grandfathers tap dancing grandfathers, a TV show, and a drag queen. I don't know, because there is a difference. We know there's a difference, right? But one of the men walked. He's, I can't do this, and walked off the show, and got a lot of flack for that, and I got a lot of praise for that. But I do think that if we can't express how we feel, there's a problem with that. There's a problem with female athletes who are speaking out, especially Riley. In swim. She's been attacked twice now. Just saying this is how I feel about this. This is my experience with this. Now we have this most recent where a girl on the volleyball team was hit so hard that she's got hearing loss. She's had damage and memory loss, and a lot happened. And we have to entertain these conversations without fear that just saying this is what I'm hearing or this is how I'm feeling, this is what I've experienced, isn't going to get shut down or hurt or attacked. And that's a problem. If we can't speak honestly, and I'm looking at attacks on our First Amendment rights in conjunction with this idea that I can't express myself, is a problem. Parents having their children removed because they don't affirm something, gender-wise, you're going to remove someone's children from them? It's happening in California, and they're passing in other states as well. And you just got to wonder, like, what? Where are they bringing the children? What are they doing? So I have been talking about this for a long time, and this has nothing to do with gender. I've been talking about the breakdown of the American family, the attack on the American family, and the sexualization of children for at least 25 years. I've been talking. I was a former model, and I predate Instagram. I predate all of that. I was a model in New York. I was an agency, and there's no filters back in the day. Your face broke out. You had to wait for it to clear up because there was no filters to magically erase it. Damn, it was a different time, folks. Back in the old days, life was harder, but it was more honest. But even then, I was seeing the switch with how we were dressing children, the appearance of children, especially little girls. And it was frightening. And I remember saying, and then once I had children of my own, and I really became aware of what was going on, and it's just been made more and more evident. One thing I'd like to talk about quickly, and I'm going to move right into cards, really. Something that actually a young person in my own store brought up to me, a young woman in college, 23. We were talking and about this idea of pedophilia is now seen as like almost like a slur. It's a bad word. You can't say a pedophile. You have to say minor attracted, because you're a victim of that. It's almost like being, an alcoholic. You have a disease. You can't help yourself, so you're minor attracted. You're helpless against this. And I was sharing with someone. We were alone in the store. I'm like, this really bothers me. I was abused as a child. I work with so many people who've been abused, and that just kind of diminishes our experience, and diminishes the damage that's done on this minor attracted bullshit. And she said, well, there's more to it than that. If you really want to go down the rabbit hole, think about it. If how you identify is the reality, right? So I identify as a cat, I'm a cat. That's being allowed. That's being allowed in high school, it's being allowed in college. I identify as a feline, ergo, I'm a feline. The fact that it's a different species is moot. So what's to stop, these are her words, what's to stop a 39-year-old man from identifying as a 15-year-old girl or boy who is minor attracted to a 13-year-old? Think about it. So, you've really taken the onus off of pedophilia, haven't you? And if the reality is, if you feel like you're a 15-year-old, then you're a 15-year-old. Who's going to argue with you? That's what you are, right? And yeah, and the United Nations just is passing or trying to pass some laws that's going to decriminalize sexual contact, sexual. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Sexual. Somebody help me out here, because they're passing it. They're working to pass it. It's no longer a punishable offense. It's not seen as an illegal action, and that includes prostitution, which I'm not sure that shouldn't be legalized. Don't get me wrong, but pedophilia, I got a problem with. What a grown person does with their body, how they dress, how they look, what they say, go for it. Wave your freak flag. I will, and as a human being, I will protect your rights to wave that flag. Okay? It's when it's a minor that it becomes an issue. So I want to see what comments are going on right now. The majority of people are ignorant. Ignorance might be bliss and won't revolt. Yeah. Truth of that. Oh, hey, Gail, how are you? All right. So anyways, that's some of the stuff that, yeah. So that's all. I just, you sit there and and then of course I'm watching parents do things with their kids. And I have to say, before I left California, I'll share the story with you. Granted, we're talking about the 1980s, but just before I left, they busted a porno ring. And it was a studio where they were filming, but they had put a casting call out for children. And there was about 30 women with their children. Some had already posed nude with their babies and young children. And when they were arrested, and when they were asked, like, what were you thinking? Why would you go, to here, and why would you pose naked with your child? And they said the same thing. They all said the same thing. That's how Brooke Shields got her start. Pretty baby. And there's a perception that any publicity is good publicity. Anytime you're on camera is a good on camera. And I was told very differently, by the way, when I got my start. Yes. I've seen that. So I've seen soft white underbelly. Well, now they're also saying a lot of the trans kids have also been sexually abused. Like an inordinate amount of these kids were sexually abused. And so anyway, and yeah. So I don't know. I just think when we minimize the damage that's done when an adult has sex with a child or assaults a child, that's the fabric of society. I mean, there has to be a point where it's just not. There's certain things have to be not okay. Certain things have to be not okay. Elder abuse, animal abuse, child abuse. It has to be not okay. Okay. So anyway, um, anyway. Hey Faith, how are you? Okay. So let's start with readings. Does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have anything they want to talk about that they've been dealing with, or Oh, we are closed on Monday, and I was going to say I'm going to be closed on Tuesdays as well, coming up on May 1st. So Monday and Tuesday we're going to be closed. I will be in the shop Thursday through Sunday. So, but thank you. Yeah, it does. especially it's in Taurus, which is, for me, it's the things that are finance. Depends on what house it's hitting, of course. But yeah, Mercury retrograde in Taurus isn't fun. There's a lot going on in the heavens. If you have not watched Steve Judd recently, please click on Steve Judd here on YouTube. Videos out on what's going on these days. Aww. Thank you. It's coming along, Luda. We're doing a lot of work in Derby. Will we do anything special for the fall festivities this year? Chase, I hope so. I genuinely hope so. I can't make any promises. Depends on what's going on in the bigger world. Erica, are you joking around, or what are you doing here, honey? I'm not sure where you're going with this, but anyway. I'm sure you're trolling me, or you're okay. You're crabby. Well, okay. Anyways. Oh, what else? That's it. I think we should do some readings now. It's getting late, and I will say one more thing again in terms of the bigger picture. A lot with Pluto. I actually think with Pluto going retrograde as well, we're seeing a lot of sudden onsets of very serious health issues, like sudden, like going in for routine blood work, going in for routine checkups, and like stage 4 cancer, blood work coming back. This is from experience. Listening to people talk about it. Looks like you had a heart attack in the recent past. Like what? One of those silent, not yeah. So that kind of thing. That's the stuff I'm hearing. Very, very shocking, very sudden. In the hospital, bad situations. So that's the other thing. So it's not happening to you, like I say in my readings, it's happening around us. And everyone gets like, whoa, everyone gets off balance, like what's next? What's the next thing? That's scary. Okay. So help me out, guys. I think I started with Aries last week. Is it Pisces this week? I'm almost positive it is, but can someone just clear, just who knows? I think I start with Pisces this week, right? Anybody at all? I'm almost positive. Yeah, Lynette, yeah. Tired of seeing good people with serious. It's like bam, bam. Like no warning, no. It's Pisces. Thank you, Rosemary. Okay. So we are going to start with Pisces. And for anyone who is new to the channel, and there's often people new, I do a 6-card spread generally. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay. The first card at the top of the pyramid is the situation at hand. The next 2 cards are what are directly impacting the situation, and the final 3 cards are outcome cards. Obviously, not every sign is having the same problem. It's not a blanket. However, it could be someone that who's going through a similar issue. It could be someone that you've been perseverating about who's dealing with it. Doing these now for actually, I keep saying 3 years. It's actually been 6 years, pretty much that I have been almost 6 years that I've been doing these Friday Night Live videos. So I cannot believe how much time has gone by, and I have missed very few. I think I've missed a couple due to technical issues, and I took off a couple here and there, but I've not missed many Friday nights. So we're starting with Pisces, and here we go. So I try to read to teach. So I'm going to tell you the cards I pulled, and if you read tarot, you can replicate the spread, and you can see how you interpret them. Okay, this is how I interpret them. So Pisces, we start with the King of Coins reversed, the Ace of Coins reversed, the Hierophant reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, the Three of Cups, and the King of Wands reversed. This is fairly easy to me. It's all about money, obviously coins, wands, career. It's about loving what you do, working hard at what you do, but making changes based on money realities. I'll apply it to myself, Pisces Laura here. Recession has definitely hit the shop, and the money is down in revenues like 40%. And so the Hierophant reversed, doing things differently, okay? And that is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, switching up a little bit, doing some things differently. Thinking more logically. Love what I do, Three of Cups, and I love the people I serve, and I love what I do. And no problem working hard. But this idea of making some changes, approaching things differently, but also making sure with the Queen of Swords reversed that I don't lose the heart of what we've always done in the store. I'll never make my money off of people's backs. I'm never going to raise my prices, so to speak, to make up for profit loss. And no worries, I'm coming off some very good years under the previous administration. Shop did extremely well, as every other small business I know did. Did very well from 2016 to 2020. And so I have to say that, and I banked and saved. So coming down off 40% off of that is still good. Everything is fine. I'm not complaining. That's not a cry for help. But the idea of what's new, how to do things different, what new products to offer, how to restructure and just make things fresh and interesting and keep the business flowing, but not losing the heart of the business. Okay? So that's how I would read these cards. About making adjustments. I always say work smarter, not harder, but it's not about not working harder. It's about allowing for the changes of what's going on. Okay? It's true for Pisces, it's true for a lot of us. You gotta be flexible. You gotta remember the people that spend their money are going through the recession too. You gotta make allowances for that. All right. Aquarius, the King of Cups reversed, Chariot reversed. These cards actually speak to emotional partnership, or a delay. Because I'm looking at cards, Wheel of Fortune, obviously the Fool. The problem with Aquarius, the problem here is that once you you're asking too much, or back off. Aquarius is apt to back all the fuck way off. Okay, that's the problem. Some signs are like, I'm right here waiting. Squirt them with the hose. It's not something you really want to do. So I think now Aquarius is approaching the situation like, oh well, what else are you gonna stop? When else are you gonna pull out of the game? When else are you gonna say it's not moving forward? I want to say, and it, your else look bad. Excuse me. Slow down a little bit. Try to sign as a most of the fixed signs tend to take things very literally. Yeah. Oh, hey Judy. Okay, so I read Tarotscopes. I talk about the shop. My shop I've had for 16 years in Derby, Connecticut. I don't do personal readings here. I just kind of read the zodiac signs. Okay. If you go on my page, I do have a shop. I do readings at the shop. I do reading. I have a fair every Saturday, but I don't do that here. All right. So I started Pisces and I'm at Capricorn. So it's a ways to go before Taurus gets here. All right. I try to reverse it. So I'll start at Aries one week and I'll do Pisces and go backwards the next. So, okay. So, Capricorn. I have the Four of, the thing about Capricorn, I love Earth signs, because they, talking about Taurus, our other Earth sign, they're not fly by night in general. They're not what you call flighty, like the air signs, the water signs, so emotional. What they say is what they mean. So I'm looking at Capricorn, Four of Cups reverse. They know exactly what they want. They're not wishy-washy. They're not, oh, maybe if, sort of, kind of. No. A Capricorn knows what they want. The problem is they're not getting it. The Star reversed. The Knight of Wands reversed. This idea of things aren't moving forward the way they'd like to. Things aren't, hello, bird. And what's happening as a result of that, and this does feel very career related, is that Capricorn is starting to wonder, am I being taken advantage of? Am I wasting my time? Please stop. Come on. Am I wasting my time? Am I being a doormat? Okay, that Hangman reversed. Queen of Coins reversed. Well, every Earth sign I know always has their eye on the bottom line, the money. But what I do see occurring with the Three of Coins is I don't think you're wasting your time. I don't think you're being taken advantage of. And I do think there's financial reward coming up with this Three of Coins, either as a sign of appreciation for what you are dealing with, what you are doing in terms of, you might be filling in for someone who's left business. You may be helping someone who's new, but it's being appreciated. And I will tell again with Earth signs, if you want to tell an Earth sign you appreciate them, you pay them. That's the difference between, let's say, Virgo and Pisces, polar opposites. Pisces will go to the bridges and bring food to the homeless people. Virgo goes down to the bridges and helps them get jobs, brings them what they need so they can start working. You don't need to see an Earth sign as neighboring. Okay, stop. Orlando, come here. Come here. All right? So the thing is, if you want to know that you're appreciated, you are. And I want to say it's coming in the form of financial compensation. Okay? But it looks like you've been through a lot, Capricorn. It looks like there's been a lot expected of you, a lot demanded of you, and you're kind of like, this is bullshit. All right? And I say it because I don't see a change coming anytime soon. So that's why I say that. Because Capricorn's not afraid of hard work either, but not indefinitely, and not again, not without compensation. All right, Sagittarius. I'm so sorry. He has been a wreck. Orlando, come here. Come here, buddy. Orlando, come here. Hopefully he's going to settle down. All right, Sagittarius. The Lovers reversed. The Two of Swords. The Seven of Swords. The Eight of Coins reversed. The Ace of Swords reversed. And the Sun. Now, looking at these cards, my quick broad brushstroke is the less said, the better. My sister-in-law used to say, "He who speaks first loses." And in this case, Sag needs to hold their tongue on a situation, and it's killing them. Okay, killing them to just not talk. It is rock in a hard place. Lovers reversed. It's talk. It's gossip. It's whatever it is, and Sag has a need to clear the air. Sagittarius, and unfortunately, Sag tends to make things worse. The harder they try to fix it, they make it worse. the Sag is notorious for having foot and mouth disease. They do speak their truth. They do speak honest. They speak blunt. But sometimes the less said, the better. Okay? And I want to say, the Sag feels threatened in some way. Eight of Coins reversed, that somehow it's either going to affect their work or their reputation. It's going to affect, reputation, professional reputation. And yet the cards are being really clear, Sag. Ace of Swords reversed. Stop talking. Stop communicating. Lend no fuel to the fire. And the Sun, and you'll be successful. Okay, but don't. And then that's one of the hardest things to ask a Sag. The sign that rules the house of philosophy, higher education, theoretical speaking and thinking. They love a good debate. They love to go to the mat. They're passionate. They're fire. But in this case, Sag, if you want to win, shut up. Shut. Stifle it. All right. All right. Scorpio. Okay. Oh, sweet Jesus. All right, Scorpio. 4 of Wands. Hermit reversed. The Emperor. The Devil. The Tower reversed. Death. Only Scorpio. You can pull these cards. All right. Well, I want to relate this to career. The 4 of Wands. And actually, a 4 of Wands is a great card. It's success. It's celebrating. It's a good card around career success, creative success. Love that card. The Hermit reversed. It's interesting. So I just said about Sag, the less said, the better. And I want to say with regard to the Hermit reversed is the less seen, the better. Just stay behind the curtain where you're happy. That usually, I don't need to tell a Scorpio that. They love to do their work behind the scenes. Okay? And that's where you belong. And it's work. It's work stuff. The Emperor. You need to pull the strings behind the scenes where no one can see you, manipulating the strings and being the puppet master that you really are, Scorpio. You are putting some shit together. The Devil, the Tower reversed, and Death. I would not be shocked if there aren't Scorpios out there getting ready to write exposés. I wouldn't be surprised to know that there are Scorpios out there about to reveal big bombshells. We're seeing it in the news all over the place. I would not doubt that's very Scorpionic. That's sort of undercover, investigative, forensic. That's all Scorpio stuff. Okay, all things hidden belongs to Scorpio stuff. And what you're doing, what you're going to expose in terms of toxicity, probably in your workplace, you are going to expose it like a bomb, right to the foundation. And what you're doing is going to end some very bad behavior. It doesn't feel personal. It might be. You may suspect your husband's cheating on you. God help the man who cheats on a Scorpio wife, and vice versa, the woman who cheats on a Scorpio husband, because Scorpio will simply line everything up, and the entrapment will be so excruciating, public humiliation. You will never get over it. Just come clean and walk away. Because this is what I'm seeing. But I really believe what this is about is more about workplace and bigger picture stuff. And Scorpio, just keep doing what you're doing. because we do need this stuff exposed. This is the time, right? I mean, just recently there's been a big study that Ukrainian officials have been embezzling the money we're sending to the Ukraine war efforts, the tunes of millions of dollars, and that's just now been exposed, and it's out there now for everyone to read about. To read about it. That's the stuff I'm talking about, though. Things that people were suspecting. Scorpio already knows, and is already 5 steps ahead. Scorpio is not afraid to go down with the ship either. Scorpio will go down with the ship, but Scorpio is taking everyone down with them. The ship will go down, but everyone's going to go down too. Just be clear. All right. And hello, Angela. Welcome. Okay. So now we talk about Libra. My poor Librans. Dear God, you have been beset with problems for months now. And a lot of you, man, Libra's got a long fuse. And a lot of you, it is Libras I'm talking about. What I said earlier about this ended, now everything's got to go. Libras are clearing the slate. Your Libras are up to here. They're done, and now they're just, oof. Anyway. All right, the world. Whole new world, like I said. The 10 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, I'm so sorry. The 10 of Swords, the 10 of Cups reversed, okay? The 10 of Wands reversed, the 3 of Swords reversed, and the 4 of Coins. So we have a whole new world, the world, literally, whole new world. We have the 10 of Swords, which is pretty much bottom. The 10 of Wands reversed is the straw that broke the camel's back. The 10 of Wands upright is pressure, usually career, but the 10 of Wands reversed is the straw that broke the camel's back. Pressure because you broke the camel's back. Right? The 3 of reversed, anxiety, and the 4 of Coins, Libra, again, looking at changing everything. Straw that broke the camel's back, the anxiety, the pressure, the bottom of the barrel hitting close to home. 9 of Coins. So what I love here, okay, just do an extra card for clarity, 9 of Coins, beautiful card, is that I want to say Libra has probably been taking care of other people, which they do, because Libra rules the house of partnership and marriage. Libra knows what it is to partner, whether it's in work or it's at home. They know what it is to be a partner. They know what it takes. They tend to be long-suffering partners. Libra's not. Libra's an air sign. So you think you're fooling nice Libra, you're not. Libra's trying to be patient with you, okay? But once their patience is over, once they see you've taken advantage, once they see you've exploited them, once they see that you have, or you come at their home, because for Libra and Taurus, home is sacred. You don't ever, ever fuck with the home. Scorpio comes up on a third on that one too. Just you don't, if you get into a Scorpio's home, that's interesting because they usually lock that down. Libra and Taurus may invite you over. Taurus because they hate going out and they want their home. Libra because they love having people over. They enjoy friendships. They enjoy, I'm reminded of a very dear friend of mine. I'm going to tell a story quick. My God, my former boss's wife, they were the most lovely Italian family, generous and kind. She would cook up a vat of ziti or you name it for any event. If one of her neighbors or one of her friends had the need for having a party, she was there with food, like caterer quality food. She was right there, a good friend. Again, just a wonderful person. And the home that's remodeling, and they were putting up a wall around their home, building a wall, lovely, tasteful, nothing wrong with it. So you can imagine her surprise when she found out, right, as they're getting ready to build this wall, had put together a petition against them, protesting the wall, no one having the balls to go to her face. Her, who'd been in all of their homes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about for Libra here. Like, I did all this for you. Double down and say, no problem. Libra now is doubling down on self-care and the care of the ones from very inner circle or their very inner circle. Angela, you're right about that. You're right. But Scorpios tend to Virgo is 5 of coins, the 5 of wands, the 6 of coins reversed, the 8 of cups, 6 of wands, and high priestess reversed. Ooh, Virgo. Acting out of character. Okay. Virgo is about, it looks to me with these cards that Virgo, you may be ready to leave a job without knowing there's a job waiting for you. You may be thinking of making a move, a big move, without being certain that without having thoroughly researched the area. Just this is what you feel, and you're gonna go with your feelings. So I'm seeing the 5 of coins reversed. Financially, things getting better. The 5 of wands and the 6 of coins. 6 of coins reversed, usually there's debt to pay, there's bills to pay. The same. Virgo is tired of that now. 8 of cups is leaving, going. 8 of cups. 6 of wands reversed and the high priestess reversed. This is about that leap of faith for Virgo. 8 of swords. Where are you? 7 of cups reversed. Virgo is still on the fence. Interesting. I can't listen any longer. What is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? Huh? What? You're just screaming. You're just screaming. Okay, stop. Nobody wants to do that shit. Okay? Keep open. You understand if you don't want to. They ran out of his favorite treat at the pet shop. He has a certain cookie that he likes that, he's crazy. So he's really angry because usually at night come and break off a piece of the cookie, he gets this cookie. And he's not getting it, and he's just, they are creatures of habit. They're Virgos, basically. Birds are very Virgo. And you've got a routine going on, and there's no sense of breaking. There's no explaining that they don't have the cookies in stock right now. So, anyway. Oh, Virgo. I don't know what you're going to do, Virgo. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't tell you what to do either. Empress reversed. Filling out of power. Oh, man. Virgo loves to be in power. Virgo loves to know what's going to happen. They don't like surprises. This is absolutely out of character. And but they want to go, and they want to go so badly. If I was a Virgo, I'd be screaming too, Aggie. Trust me, I hear you. Very frustrating. To know what you want, to see it, it's right there. But it's not all. It's almost like you have to. It's like if you see your goal, like it's across a field and there's a hill and there's some hidden stuff, and so that's where you want to be. But you don't really know what's in like tall grass. You know what's in the water. You got to cross the water. You can see it, but to get there is a trip. And it's like, am I up for this trip? Can I do this? Do I have all the rations to make it safely? And anyway, he's literally just throwing his food now on the floor. He's literally taking his food out of his dish and just flinging it. Fun. Get a bird. So much fun. Dear God. Work out what you're gonna do. I don't know. You gotta. It's a crippling sense of, it's not all spelled out. It's like I need to see the contract. I got to read the contract. I need to have my to, I just want to buy the car. I just want to buy the thing. I just want to go. I just want to do it. Damn. All right. To be continued. All right, Leo. Leo. All right. I see the Nine of Wands. Love it. Ace of Knight of Swords. Judgment. Nine of reversed. Two of Cups reversed. Cool things about Leo is they are not. I'm laughing at the comment section. I'm sorry, guys. If I look at it, I get totally distracted. But then if I don't look at it in the comment scope, I never see them again. So everyone's kind of going off about the bird. Anyway, Leo is not afraid. Unlike Virgo, here's the difference. Leo would be like, I'm off. I see what I want. I'm just gonna go. They just off. They're their own one-man army. They're going. Leo has, because I want to look at that, right? So we see Leo, Nine of Wands. I'm crossing the bridge. I'm making that transition. I'm going for it. Feels very career oriented. Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords. Somebody either didn't come through with a business promise. They're not being supported properly. It feels okay. I judgment because that's signing contracts. Nine of Swords reversed. End of anxiety. Two of Cups reversed. Doing it on your own. We're not on the same page. Thought together. Not working out. I'm gonna do it on my own. Right? That's how this reads. Be like, I came on board, was working here. We had a deal. We were partners. The partnership isn't equal. Partnership isn't fair. This is what I signed on for. And people describe this to me. It's so frustrating when there is a partnership or there's a committee work and you're the committee doing all the work. You're the committee member, but everyone gets the credit for the work, right? It's like in high school or college when there's a big project due and there's 6 kids working on it and 2 kids are doing all the work, but all the kids get the grade. That's what I'm seeing here for Leo. And it's like, yeah, it's not gonna go anymore. I can't do this. I'd rather be on my own and take the responsibility for success or failure. It'll be success, by the way. I'd rather do the success of my own. I say I'm a Leo rising. I'd rather work 16 hours a day for me than 8 hours a day for you. I will put in twice the time, twice the effort to say it's mine. So that's what I'm seeing for Leo here. Leo is saying, yeah, it's been great, been fun, but it's also done. I can do this on my own. And I've heard that quite a bit. Also in reading, people saying, you know what, I've been making money for this person for years, making money for the company for years. I can do it on my own. And they are. And many of them are Leos. Okay? All right. Okay. Cancer. All right, Cancer. Oh, would you please stop? Why are you yelling? Why? He's just sitting there screaming. Oh, all right. Cancer. 6 of Cups reversed. The Ace of Cups. The Magician. The 3 of Wands. The Page of Wands. And Temperance. How interesting. It wasn't so chilly and I didn't turn the heat off. I spray with water, but I'm afraid he'll catch a cold, so I can't do that tonight. my first glimpse at these cards. Hey, Miss J, how are you over there on YouTube? My first, yeah, my first glimpse at these cards would speak to a student going away to school. Or making the decision to go on to a master's degree. Really, that's really what I'm seeing here. It's education, making a decision about career, doing what you love. And I want to say back and forth. There's the 6 of Cups. Do I leave home? Do I stay home? Finish my degree? Do I? You know, it's so there's an interesting. Do I stay? Do I go? And it really is designed to facilitate the education and career. Now, how else might I read these cards? Well, I am just going to scream. Okay, one more time because I really can't listen to that noise. He's really killing me. Okay, dude, I'm trying to be nice, but you know what? Stop. Stop right now. Stop it. Stop it. No. Stop it. You hear me? Stop right now. No. And actually, parrots love loud noises, so that may sound mean, but it really isn't because they enjoy it. They enjoy it. All right. Cancer. God, it really just speaks slow and Page of Cups reversed. I honestly, with Cancer, I get the feeling it's about a young person trying to decide about staying home or going away. I want to say leaving home is hard on this person. I don't a possible anxiety around making the move, making that. Now I got a lot of seniors getting ready to graduate high school right now, making their decisions for their future, and I want to say this really speaks to what's the right thing for this kid. Just like with Virgo, I can't tell you what you're going to do. Oh boy, it looks like there's scholarship money involved here too. So it's almost like getting a scholarship to a prestigious school or a good school out of state, and it's like, well, what do you do? Yeah. All right. The cards were 6 of Cups reversed, the Ace of Cups, the Magician, the 3 of Wands, the Page of Wands, Temperance, and then I threw some clarity cards, which was the Page of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Coins. So there's a financial thing about this too. And I would say, like, is it going to be a financial thing, like staying home, going local to school, staying in state, saves money, but it feels different. It feels like, yeah, actually, it'd be beneficial to leave financially. Like, there's a great scholarship, there's a great opportunity here, and is this young person ready for it? Can they handle it? And it's not for lack of brains, that's for sure. Moon reversed. Well, I will say this. If this is going to happen successfully, this young person is going to need support support there at the school. So when they start to panic or feel overwhelmed, they can have this addressed. But I do think the supports are being put in place to allow for the move, to allow for them to comfortably leave the school next year. I'm going to just, what is wrong with you? See, now it's a game. Now it's a game. Right? Oh. All right. Gemini. The moon reversed is revealing, but when it's next to a card that speaks to anxiety, depression, it's revealing, and then dealing with the mental health issues. Sometimes it's addiction issues, depending if it's laying next to, say, the devil. I would say it was revealing addiction issues. But this isn't about addiction. This isn't about the inability to do something. This is about the anxiety around doing it. So, and I also know there's a lot of people who've got kids who emotional need into that. So it's like the kid needs to have what they need to succeed. It's also costing the parent money. So there's that too, but it feels like it's beneficial making this move, okay? Now, of course, not every Cancer is having an issue with school. Or has a kid in school. But I tell you, at this time of year, we all know somebody who does. And I gotta tell you, my son is a Cancer. That's a good example. He's already at college. He's finishing up his first year at school. And he's about thinking about what he's going to do next, what his next moves are over this next year. And yeah, so that's still relevant. And there is scholarship money there involved. So there's that. All right. Were you thinking of me when you did that? Like, actually, I forget. I'm just reading cards. I'm just reading, what I'm seeing in front of me, and not thinking, oh, I know so-and-so's a Leo, or, oh, I know so-and-so's a Virgo, and, how is this fitting with their life? I'm really not reading it like that. I'm just cold reading what I'm seeing in front of me. All right, Gemini. Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this? You mean cover your cage? Do you want to go to bed? Orlando, do you want to go? No, you don't. No, you don't want to go to bed, do you? No. So stop it. Stop it. All right. Gemini. The Nine of Cups. I will say this, and Erica, thank you for bringing it up. If anyone has a question while I'm reading about why I teach, so if there's anything you have a question about, like why are you seeing it that way, or what makes you say that, ask me. I'll be happy to break it down for you, okay? All right, so Gemini, Nine of Cups, the Ten of Coins reversed, the Five of Swords reversed, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. All right, Gemini. Well, first of all, I always love the Nine of Cups because that's wishes coming true, okay? Just so you know, Nine of Cups, lovely card. There seems to be some issue around a move. And I don't think it's for you, Gemini. I think it's for one of your kids. Again, we're going back to a young person, okay? A young location issue, but it's also a financial issue. Alrighty? I do want to say with this Five of Swords reversed, no one's doing anything without properly investigating, knowing what the law allows, knowing what can and can't, because there is going to be a move. The Six of Swords has a relocation, okay? But it's not going to happen until all the I's are dotted, till all the T's are crossed, okay? There is an attachment mother-child. Ten of Coins reversed, Five of Swords reversed. It really does speak to moving a child, to relocation. Seven of Wands. There's an education. There's a school. Again, we go back to school, but everyone wants a month. Everyone wants to buy a house and move. He's having a tantrum. Well, I will tell you this. With the Ten of Coins reversed, the other concern might be selling the house, or if there's a real estate concern here, it's going to be resolved. I do see a move. I do see a relocation. I do see it being done in time for school to start. Whatever, and it's not going to be easy. But I think we can count on it happening. Okay, Gemini. Now, it may not be for you, Gemini. It feels like it might be for one of your kids. or someone you're close to. But I do see that happening regardless. Oh, all right. Well, the Five of Cups, crying over spilt milk. The Seven of Coins, the money card. Page of Coins reversed. Okay. The Two of Coins, Strength reversed, Four of Swords. How do I read these cards? Oh, well, it feels to me, looking at these cards, I just did Sagittarius a while ago, Miss J. I'm so sorry. Um, it feels like Taurus ventured and didn't gain. All right, it feels like Taurus took a chance, took a leap, and it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. There's a sense of why did I do that? Why couldn't I do that? Why didn't that work out the way I wanted it to? There's definitely a financial edge to it, but it's Taurus. Of course, there would be a sense of like I had this plan so well, and it just didn't. It didn't. Oh, it's taking a lot longer than it's supposed to. Page of Coins reversed. That just feels like it was supposed to go differently. All right. Two of Coins is juggling money, and the Strength reversed is, and next to the Four of Swords, for me, read. And now I need to just rest before I go in the game and try it again. I'm and I got to tell you again, that was a theme this week as well. The people who were so sure they were getting a job, they were like one of two final contestants or one of two final candidates, I guess is the right word. So certain that they were going to get the mortgage. So certain. It was down to the wire, the negotiations, and then the deal fell apart. You know, and it's just like, wow. You know, and it's like, I got to take a break. Before I go to any more houses, I got to take a break. Before I go any more interviews, I got to take a break. I can't. Yeah, and I don't want it's happened years ago. Anything I tell you about is very recent, but I'm telling you, that's been a theme. Like it was so close. The relationship was going so well. We were moving in together, and you know, he ghosted me. And after 8 months of texting every day, and he's gone. So it's like it's and again, we were going to live together, move in together. I planned I finally reached the point. I was trusting that we were gonna. This was it for me, and it's like out of nowhere, it's done, and it's just something that it's just taking too much out of you, Taurus. The effort and the work and you need a break. You're not going to go broke. It's not going to end you, but you do need to take a moment for yourself and just I need a minute. Seven of Coins. Like that didn't work. Before I go back in and try to find another way to make it work, I need a minute. All right. One more card just for clarity. Justice. If this is just a setback, it's not an ending. It's just a setback. Justice has you signing contracts. Justice has legal issues coming through. Like if you lost that house that you wanted so badly, a better one will come along. Okay. It's so hard telling people that because nobody wants to hear it, But don't fall in love with a house. Don't, just take a moment. It's gonna be okay. All right. They got themselves ready for the change, ready to make the move, ready to do the deed, and then it gets pulled out from under them. They don't react well to that usually. When a bull is charging, very focused, charging at something, So what does the matador do? They move the flag around. They move, they sidestep, because a bull, a charging bull, is like a train. But we know trains don't always do well with a lot of curves. You know, chariots, another example. They do well going straight, but the minute you make a turn, they tip over. But they can. So sometimes negotiations are where Taurus gets lost. You know, it's important to remember too that Scorpio and Taurus, there's your polar opposites. Now, Scorpio is brilliant in the details, but Taurus, their opposite, coming out of the gate, comes out strong, comes out fast, comes out hard, and often just that initial impact is just as effective as Scorpio's behind the scenes maneuvering. You know, it's interesting, different way of looking at it, but yeah, two different approaches, both very effective. All right, Aries. All right, Aries. Start with the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Cups reversed, the Three of Cups, the Three of Wands reversed, and the Seven of Wands reversed. Oh dear God. All right. Well, first of all, of course, wands. We know it's career, right? There's no other way. It's career. The Queen of Wands, love that card. Typical of many Aries. Well, Wands is fire. But Aries is usually the person in the office that plans all the parties, who gets everybody on the same page, who plans where we're going to go out for Friday night after work. They're that ringleader, that master of ceremonies, and they like that role. Knight of Cups reversed. So it's not about being lazy and not about liking work. But I do. What else would I like to do? I get the feeling that for Aries to do what they would love to do, for Aries to truly follow their passion, okay, that Three of Cups card, Three of Wands reversed, Seven of Wands reversed. There's some educational component missing for Aries. Some aspect of schooling or education that isn't there that they'll have to get. You know, you want to make a big change? I could see it for Aries. Want to pursue a career, but it's going to require some kind of what you want to do is probably 75% of it. Really is. Knowing what you want to do is more than half the battle. Five of Coins, Moon reversed, Seven of Swords reversed. You know, this is also Aries ignoring the naysayers, people who say that it can't be done, people who are questioning. Aries is like, I don't care. It's not about money. It's about passion and love and what I want to be doing with my time. I don't care that I won't make a fortune doing it. Wands is career. Wands is fire. Swords is air. It's communication, problems, thoughts. Cups is water. It's emotions. And right, I'm just answering a question from Erica. So this is Aries ignoring the people and saying fuck you, which is exactly what Aries would say, by the way, exactly like that. You know, fuck you. I don't care. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm doing this. It's my passion. It's my love. It's what I want to do, and I'll do what I have to do to make it happen. Because now I know what I really want to do. Whatever's happened, and I don't feel it's been anything traumatic. It feels like a culmination of a long time now. I've been reading Aries with this career stuff for months and months and months now. And it feels like that aha moment. It's something that's happened over a long period of time. where it's like, you know what, this is what I'm meant to do, or you know what, this is what makes me happy. And I do get the sense here with Aries is that they've really spent the time, Knight of Cups reversed, looking at all the things that don't make them happy. And I gotta say, sometimes Aries does things ass backwards. You know, you make a list of all the things you enjoy, all the things you like to do, all the things that can make you money. And Aries will make the list of all the things that they don't enjoy, all the things that haven't worked, all the things that just you know, it's an interesting way of looking at it. But I think that but now that they know all the things they don't want to do, it's become evident to them what they do want to do. And they're going to make the effort now, and no one makes an effort like an Aries man, to make that happen. One more card for clarity. Two of coins reversed. End of money juggling. The money's going to be there to do it. If it's looking for money to go to school, or looking for the money to the training or the certificate program, whatever it is it takes. Whenever I say school, I mean going back to college. It could be a 6 week. This could be a 6 week certificate program that you got to take. To get certification in something. It doesn't have to be a 4 or 6 year ordeal. I have been talking to a lot of people who are partway through their graduate programs, finishing them up, getting their graduate programs, getting their master's degree. They got halfway through it, and they for whatever reason they stopped. Well, they go back and finishing it. So a lot of people who were stopped, who were halted in something, are saying, I'll pick that back up again. And a lot of them, I hear the same thing. I wasn't mature enough. I wasn't able to handle it. I didn't feel I could keep going, and I needed a break from it. So I took off what was going to be a year. A year turned into 5 years. A year turned into 10 years. That's the danger of gap years. As a gap years turn to gap decades. But as long as it's a gap year or a gap semester, while you take a break, that's fine. But all or nothing Aries, it really is. Whatever's happened over these months and months we've been talking, it has cleared the air. All right, and Aries has got a clarity. I did want to say, Miss J, the videos will be on YouTube. They'll be on my Facebook page, so you can just go back and listen to Sagittarius. But I did do Sagittarius early on in the tape. Okay, so it was red, so it's not gone forever. Just let me get it posted up, and it'll be up there. Okay, either on YouTube where you are, or you can go on Facebook, Talisman and Cauldron, open. It's an open page. You see it, and you can just watch the video there too. Okay, I think on YouTube it may not go on for like 10 hours for it to be uploaded through YouTube. It may take time, but it will be there. Okay. All right, guys, that's what I've got. Any questions? And I'm gonna let you go. It's getting late. Erica. Oh no, Erica, I love teaching tarot. I love it. I teach a tarot class at my store, but I haven't taught since COVID because my room is small. I don't have the same space as I had back in my Monroe shop. So I really can't space people out as I feel comfortable doing. I want them sitting right next to each other, which is by necessity how I have to do it in this shop. For readings, for the fairs, I've turned all the tables lengthwise. You are 6 feet apart, spaced out. I run my UV light that disinfects the store. I spray the store. So it's we knock on wood, had no outbreaks. I haven't had COVID. Knock on wood. Kept everything very clean. But that's why I haven't taught, because it's just too small of a space. And to do events again, events are going to be in close quarters. We can't go into ritual and not be holding hands or be in circle. We're not going to be 6 feet apart in the circle. Sorry, it's not going to happen. There'll be too many people there. So that's the situation there. You're welcome, Miss J. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, Rosemarie, Sandra, Angela, everyone. Carrie, thank you. Everyone, have a great night. Please take care of yourselves. Please get rest. Oh, Erica, no problem. But that's what's going on. We'll talk soon. Everyone, behave yourselves. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.